This isn't another race. It's not a challenge with a hidden meaning. No, this is plain and simple. The West Highland Way, where it's straight up exploring, venturing somewhere I've never been to before. Somewhere beautiful, somewhere remote, and somewhere I can really get lost in. And what better day to do this on than, well, the longest day of the year. And because it is indeed the longest day of the year, I'm gonna need me a cycle computer that can go the distance with me, probably even outlast, which is exactly where the brand new Garmin Edge 1040 Solar Edition comes into its own. Find my way then through these stunning locks, these gorgeous mountains, and all this twisty trail that I'm going to be tackling on, well, yeah, the longest day of the year. I'm going to be using this, like I said, the brand new Garmin Edge 1040 Solar. And what sets it apart from the rest is, well, this is the first ever bike computer to have solar charging capabilities. Yes, it actually charges itself, which means the battery life on it will far outlast that of my own. And obviously, being the longest day of the year, it's going to be the absolute perfect tool to guide me in the right direction. And as if that wasn't enough, I've got the course already pre-loaded on here of its 155 odd kilometers, and it will work out the rough demands to do this ride. So it's going to tell me exactly what it's going to expect of me. You clever little thing, Garmin. For those of you who out there who love your numbers, I have got some absolutely astonishing ones for you. Now, Garmin claim that in battery saver mode, while solar charging as well out on rides, you can get up to 100 hours out of the battery life of one of these things. In battery saver mode, that is 42 minutes per hour gained, or when you've got the thing flat out with notifications going and things like that, navigation, etc., 20 minutes per hour. That is mental. The West Highland Way. It's about a 155-kilometre long known way snaking from Glasgow in the south to Fort William in the north. Starting in the suburbs of the city, I'll head off into the countryside aiming for Loch Lomond, where I'll weave my way up its easterly side, enjoying breathtaking views and stunning riding. From there, I'll slink my way up and through the Glencoe Nature Reserve before the final push to Kinlochleven and then finally onto Fort William, just in time for a bonus spin and a wee dram. It is not going ideally. I've just flown in from Global Bike Festival, which was rad, and there are no signs of my bags. Bike's not here, none of my kit's here. Empty conveyor belts. Oh, look at that. Disaster. Bags still haven't turned up. It is 12 o'clock. And look, this is Glasgow Airport. Look at that. Hello? Any bags? Anyone got any of my gear? Yippee! We've got one, we're just waiting on the bike. Yes. My kit finally turned up and it was time to get ready for another beautiful epic. Right then, sports fans, 5:42. Milngavie, outskirts of Glasgow. Here we go for the West Highland Way. Well, I mean, enough with the chit chat, I think. I don't know what to say, let's get going. I think it's gonna be a good day and I'm excited to explore. I'll see you on the other side, guys. Here we go then, into the unknown. We're off the main road, we're off the main gravel tracks. You can see the hills behind, it's cloudy at the top. That's where we're heading in the distance. I'm flipping excited. 2.2 miles along this track. Let's get out there and get it done. The sun's popped his head out. Look, beautiful. So far so good. We are, where are we? 20k in. Nice gravel paths, bit of single track, stunning scenery. I'm feeling real good. I'm enjoying this. Come on, buddy. Philip the pheasant. Thank you very much, please. Whew. 490 odd meters. That's what Climb Pro's telling me. Until basically we're climbing up there. Gradient of the climb, 6%, length of the climb, 4K, and then you can see all the other climbs. There's no shortage of climbing on this route. You can see, so the graph as well, the climb is pretty mellow to begin with. But by the looks of it, hell of a kick at the end. That's what the dark red means. Big kick. The shores of Loch Lomond, everybody, in the distance. And if you think the West Highland Way is an easy peasy thing to do, think again. Look at the last poor soul that tried. Got out my old bed, didn't look like that by the end of it. Look how loosey goosey it is. That's well funny. Oh, there's an active gap there. Pretty sketchy. Absolute death steps.
There's a steep steppy climb coming up as you come onto your first lock, so I'd have a bit of a heads up for that.
I just went down the wildest bit of downhill I think I've ever done on an XC bike, dropping down into Loch Lomond, and the first big climb done, 4K. Oh, I just had a funny moment. Here's how good incident detection is, which is Garmin's safety feature, should we say, or one of many. Basically, I took a wrong turn because I got too excited, took a hard left, hauled it down the trail, and then it was like, beep, beep, reroute. I was like, okay, bugger. So I jammed the brakes on really hard, like proper hard, because I didn't want to go any further. And obviously because of that sudden change in pace and direction, it was like, uh-oh, something's gone wrong. So it should have sent the camera guys out a thing saying that I'm not okay. Don't worry, camera guys, I'm okay. Yeah, well good. It literally just weaves up and down the side. It's really picturesque. But I'm more impressed about the buffet laid out by you guys, the cameramen here. We have bug spray, water, chicken pasta, flapjacks, and a green bowl or something or other. What more could a presenter need? You guys are great. Right, gentlemen, I will see you on the flip side. Ciao for now. Oh, those bugs are horrible.
How's the old Loch Lomond? Path looks well nice. I'll tell you what, fellas, blue sky's starting to poke his head out. I can see sunshine. Living the dream.
Alrighty then, we're doing okay. Just had a little lunch stop. So basically saw a little calf in the distance and was like, I'm just gonna head towards it. And it was lovely. And I was like, well, I don't need to worry about how to get back to the road because luckily the Garmin nav will reroute me back to my route. So I was like, all is good. Have grabbed the coat off the camera guys because, well, the sun has poked his head in and it's looking a little ominous. Having said that, let's have a look what battery we're on. Stay with me, people, it might be bumpy. So after 7 hours, I've only used 95, 12%. 7 hours! Sadly, I still think there's probably about 6 hours to go, so But she's solar charged and it's still nice and bright. Whole lot of weaving going on. The hiker bike bits do break up the flow, and as mountain bikers, we do love the flow. But this is adventuring, which is technically mountain biking. So now I'm just confused. Teetering on the halfway mark. It's 10 to 2 actually, so I've dropped behind a little bit in time. Do you know what the best thing about putting on a coat was? It brought the sun out, because then I was absolutely sweating my nuts off. So Mr. Cameraman now has the coat. Yeah, I didn't enjoy too much, I'll be honest, round Loch Lomond, the second half of it, because it was a lot of pushing, a lot of hiker biking, but the bike's going good. This bad boy's charging now, so what are we at? Just gain in minutes, 35 minutes gain, 81%. I started at 6 o'clock this morning with 95, so it's literally used no battery. This thing will far outlast my legs. But we should crack on really. Fort William's calling, and I know a very nice pub up there, so see ya! A lovely waterfall. Wow. So this is me for scale. That's where I'm heading. Look at the size of the mountain. It's in the clouds at the top. You can never deny that Scotland is just beautiful all the way through. And now we are heading right up towards the Highlands. Let's see how far we're in. 85k, so we're getting there, we're chipping away. A little behind schedule, but you know, it doesn't really matter. There's not as such a schedule, because that's all part of the fun. But I don't want to get there in the dark, so I don't have lights either. Yeah, nice. What a time to be alive! So, the West Highland Way was first thought up by an RAF serviceman called Tom Hunter back in the early 70s, I think it was, and actually finally got permission once a lot of negotiation with landowners and various governing bodies was sorted, and actually then began construction in 1974, I would say. It's pretty cool. He was a Glaswegian. I guess he really wanted to go to Fort William. Who wouldn't? You're definitely getting close to Fort Will. So now, if you're a UK downhill local or a regular, you may well notice what's behind me up there. Yes, Glencoe Mountain Resort, Glencoe Ski Resort, if you like. A lot of the time under snow, but one of the gnarliest downhill tracks out there. It's pretty cool. So we're at 12 little update, 107k. We're doing all right. My left leg, or my left knee specifically, is really hurting, and the weather is getting a little bit more questionable. The coat might have to go back on in order to bring the sunshine out, but we're not far away now. Oh no, I'm too tired. Here's Rich's #1 tip on how to ruin a perfectly good set of brand new clippy shoes in one foul swoop. Carbon soles are loving this bad boy. Oh, still all good fun and games really, isn't it? They're only shoes, I suppose, at the end of the day. Because this is the biggest climb en route. So once we've ticked this bad boy off, well, there's still 3 more climbs, but it's all downhill from there, so to speak. goodness. GMBN getting their money's worth out of me today, I tell you. Do you know what, if this was normal Rich and it was under time, I would legit be trying to run up there, even though I can't run for toffee. I'd still try and run. But we're just ambling because we're cruising today. Taking in the views and the poos of the Devil's Staircase. Yes, made it. That's where we're heading. The end is sort of in sight. Well, it's not because it's still further hills on, but look at that stunning ribbon of trail. Top of Devil's Staircase, 550 meters. Glencoe back over there. Nope, there's Glencoe. Just where Joey, our cameraman's popping up. Let's go ride some downhill. Oh God. My knee is screaming at me, bud. Oh, I'm getting tired. Are you getting tired, Joey? Nod the camera if you are. Yes, I thought so. That makes me feel a bit better. See you in Fort Bill. Oh, flipping heck. Flipping heck. Do we really need more pushing? That's the last climb on Climb Pro. Whoop, 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 whoop. Stats, 0.96k long and only 45 meters of climbing. Last one off the list. Let's get it done. And here it is, the finish. End of the West Highland Way. Nice. I tell you what, let's take a seat next to this old boy and look at some stats. Come here. Right, the West Highland Way. It's been a heck of a journey. Very technical, very demanding, physically and mentally I found this one. But actually really good fun starting in Glasgow and finishing here in Fort William. I do have some stats for you, so let's just go through them here. Total riding time was 10 hours 44. Remember, I was chilling today. It was actually really great just to see all sorts of animals, wildlife, nature, just to be out there and actually enjoy it. An average speed of 13.6k, an average heart rate of 133. Where's my total? Distance was about 147 kilometers, it says in here. But you know what? All in all, it was just well good fun. I would highly recommend it to everyone. It's really, really good ride. The full route you can find from my Garmin will be uploaded onto Commute. And actually, just a little thing, this thing only went down to like 69% battery, magic number, and it was at 95, so that's well good. And gained an hour 45 from the sun. Wasn't even a sunny day, so belt a bit of kit. But I need to go ice my knees because they're gonna pop. This has been well fun. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. I'm out of here. See ya. Come on, mate, let's go get a pint. Come on.